norm, it's advisable to take control of your spinal well-being. This morning, we're going to be delving into the fascinating world of the human spine. We're going to be uncovering the secrets to maintaining a strong, flexible, and pain-free backbone. So on Keeping the Spine Alive, we're looking at spinal health, tackling common issues such as back pain, posture correction, spinal injuries, and the importance of core strength. And to take us through this fascinating conversation is CEO of Spinal Clinic Limited, Dr. Brian Cox. It's good to have you, man. It's been a while.
It's been a long
Yes,
while.
I do,
How are
man.
you doing? I'm doing wonderful.
I'm
You're
good.
looking good, man.
So are you.
Yeah, well,
and you see, when Dr. Cox comes around, I behave. No more of this. So please come around often.
Yes.
You know, no more of. And then we're in the makeup, and this is how he sat up. I was watching him quietly listening to Destiny's Child and saying my name. So he wasn't correctly, and then when he woke up, he got up, he just was like really straight, you know, and he walked off. And I said, Charlie, these are my spine goals. So good to come and inspire me to do the right thing.
Yes, you know, I was showing off for you.
The guy's being modest. How are you? And let's go straight into business. What are the most common spinal issues that you face in your practice?
Well, you know, a lot of people don't realize that headaches is also a spinal issue as well. So individuals with headaches, dizziness, neck pain, low back pain, upper back pain, all these things are main issues that happen at our office. In fact, a lot of individuals with sciatica now, multiple individuals with that are coming into our office as well.
How do we prevent these things?
There's multiple things we can do, but the most important thing or the simplest thing is just to work on our posture. Unfortunately, because we're on the computer all the time and we're in a slouching position on a lot of times, we don't practice the right type of things. So we need certain type of products that may also help us as well.
Okay.
When it comes to our posture and things like that. What I always try to tell people to do when they're sitting, to sit with their chest out, even when they're walking, because a lot of people don't realize that your head weighs 8 to 12 pounds. Did you know that? I think I mentioned it a long time ago, but I'm going 8 to 12 pounds. And when it goes forward 1 inch, it adds another 8 to 12 pounds. And when it goes forward 2 inches, 24 pounds. 3 inches, 36 pounds. So some people are walking around with a 50-pound head.
Which is like 25 kilos.
Exactly.
Yes.
Not that the head weighs so much.
It's the pressure, right?
It's just that when your head is forward, it's like holding a baby. If you have a baby and you hold her far away, and then you bring that baby closer, that baby is lighter. But when you have that baby farther away, it's heavier. Same principle with your head. So if your head is in this type of position, if it's in that type of position, it's causing lots of stress in the neck region, in the upper back region, and it could cause headaches.
Turn again, let's say yeah. So this position is wrong.
So if you're in this position, it's causing your head to go forward, which can cause a pull in your neck region, which can cause that Dowager's hump here. It can cause upper back pains. It can cause neck pains. It can cause headaches, dizziness. All these things could occur. In fact, it affects the brachial plexus. And the brachial plexus sends information from the neck down through the shoulders, the arms, all the way down to the fingers. So you can have numbness and tingling. You can have shoulder pains. You can have hand pains, elbow pains. All these things, weaknesses in your arms. In fact, do you mind me doing a test on you?
I don't mind at all. I wanted to see if to show them the correct way of sitting first.
Oh.
Yeah, no, the way you turn like way so that they can see the side view of you.
Oh, the side view.
Yeah. So
when
this
you're
is wrong.
sitting- Yes,
this is wrong.
wrong.
Okay. Now what is the correct way?
Unfortunately, I did not bring a computer with me.
I have one here.
You have a computer.
Yeah, so when we do, we can do that. Yeah.
All right. So when you're sitting, you should sit upright. And I would recommend probably getting some type of, if you don't have enough support in your lower back, you can get a pillow.
Yes.
Something simple like a pillow,
Yeah.
put it in your lower back region, and that can also help you as well.
All right.
Now, with a computer.
Yes.
If you have a computer.
So then bring it over. That's the computer.
Now, unfortunately, I left it in my laptop stand.
Okay.
In my bag. But most people like yourself don't have a laptop stand.
No.
And I recommend getting a laptop stand. And the reason why is because when you're in this type of position, number one, you could possibly get carpal tunnel syndrome because your hand's not ergonomically correct. But also, you automatically have to go in this
lean
type of
forward.
position.
Yes.
You have to go in this type of position because of how the laptop is positioned.
Okay.
So if you use a laptop on a regular basis, you need to have a laptop stand that's in this type of position. We have one at we sell them at the spinal
Awesome,
clinic
awesome.
as
So
well.
it angles the computer towards you.
Exactly. So it angles the computer like so. And when it does that, it helps with your ergonomics. It helps your posture. You see, automatically, when I'm like this,
You will bend.
you'll bend automatically.
Yes.
I mean, even with me trying to sit properly, you'll bend. In fact, let me,
Okay.
for the people that,
Yeah, so you want that.
so automatically you're bending because you have to look at the screen. But when the laptop is in that type of position, it automatically brings your head up a little
Up,
bit.
yeah.
So your chest is out,
Yes.
your shoulders are not rounded, and it's taking less pressure off of the shoulders, off of the neck, off the upper back. And you don't have that with Chihuahua that people are having.
Yes. Definitely
Okay.
so cheer, yeah.
All right.
That's it. I can have the computer back.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
okay.
I thought you was gifting it to me.
It's not yet Christmas. Yeah. So I need to get one of those laptop stands.
Yes.
So that it will angle it, and then I don't have to be bending forward.
Exactly.
Okay. So that's so simple tip. Get a laptop stand, or even just sit well.
Sit well.
Yeah.
In fact, I even recommend a standing workshop. A lot of times people are sitting, and we're not designed to be sitting for long hours of the day.
Okay.
And when they have these standing workshops, you can adjust it. So once in a while you can sit down.
Okay.
Once in a while you can
All right.
stand up.
So you actually stand up and do your work.
You actually stand up
Okay.
and do your work.
I know
you
some
lose more calories, everything.
Okay. I know some radio presenters who actually stand and present.
Exactly.
So they don't sit down for 4 hours. They always stand.
In fact, the lady just before us.
Yes, the news. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. What kind of exercises do you recommend for? So this is the posture that you were just showing us. Yeah. So
Yes.
we got a live demo. This is
That's
the
the live
illustration.
demo. That's
this is the illustration. So sit correctly and have the right posture.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what kind of exercises do you recommend for developing a strong spine?
Well, one of the things I would recommend, especially when we're sitting for long hours of the day, you can do just a little small exercise and just stretch your neck like so. You don't have to pull too hard, but just a slight pull, and it's just to stretch the neck. Now, some people may have some discomforts as they're doing that. Do you feel some small discomforts as you're doing that?
Just stretching it.
Okay, a little stretch in the neck. Do these little motions. Bring your head back.
Like what the boxers do before they get into the ring. Yeah.
Yeah, and those are good exercises or stretches that you can do for your neck to help to get some mobility in that area. A stretch I sometimes tell people to do is they put their hands out like so, and right in the back there are two bones called the scapula. And what I always tell people to do is just bring their scapulas together.
Okay.
So bringing them together.
Okay.
Boom.
All right. It's like you're in the gym and you're
Yes.
kind of doing some kind of exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you feel the scapulas?
Yeah.
In fact, look at the back here. Let me stand up.
You should have taken your shirt off, then we'd have seen the.
You see how my scapulas are moving back?
Yeah, we can see.
So that will help the rhomboid muscles.
Okay.
So people who are having mid-back pains or problems, that may strengthen the muscles in those areas as well.
Okay.
And I recommend people exercise. One of the things people don't do at home enough is exercise. They work so and so amount of hours of the day, but they don't go to the gym, they don't exercise, they don't move the body. Get the body moving. If you can only walk, if you can't, let's say you can't even walk and you're in a wheelchair. You need to do some type of movement. At least you can move your arms to get some sweating in your body.
Okay.
At least you can. Some people, they may not be able to walk, but they're able to lift their legs. So pick your legs up, move.
So pick
that
it up.
actually helps to get
Like
some
that.
movement in
Yeah.
your body, because we're moving beings, and if we don't move, we're going to cause more and more degenerative issues to manifest in our bodies.
So you've got to move.
You have to move.
All right,
And
yeah.
always.
Moving along right here in the BFS clinic, Dr. Brian Cox. He is the CEO of the Spinal Clinic, and we're looking at just keeping your spine alive. A lot of people experience chronic back pain. What are some of the options from your side of medicine and care that you can help people with chronic back pain?
Well, as you know, I'm not a big fan of medications. I'm not saying that I'm totally against medications, but that should be another result, because every drug has a side effect. A lot of people don't realize this, but over 100,000 people die a year of properly prescribed medications, and 2.1 million people have what we call iatrogenic diseases. And what iatrogenic diseases are diseases caused by the medications we put into our bodies. So I recommend that we reduce the amount of medications that we put into our body and do natural things like exercising that I mentioned before, sitting properly, sleeping properly, because a lot of people don't know how to sleep properly. You know,
What's the correct way to sleep? I wish I brought a bed here.
Yeah, well, I should have brought my table.
Next time you bring a table.
The best way to sleep is either on your side or on your back. But when you're doing that, you should pick, like let's say you're sleeping on your side. You need to make sure that the pillow is not too high or too low, because when it does that, it can cause neck strain. When you're sleeping on your side, put a pillow in between your thighs. And the reason why I recommend the pillow in between your thighs is because it takes some of the pressure off of the hip region and off of the lower back region as well. I can't even sleep without a pillow in between my thighs. And also, when you're lying on your back, put a pillow underneath your thighs and make sure the pillow is not too high. I see a lot of people, they have these big pillows when they're lying on their back, and it's causing neck strain and neck problems and things like that. So I don't recommend that. Now, a lot of people sleep face down. They sleep face down. Do you sleep face down?
I normally like to lie.
I'm putting them on the spot, though.
Yeah. Today the night sleep is I'm normally like this.
You're normally like that, okay.
Yes.
When you're like that, make sure you put a pillow underneath your thighs.
I don't sleep with pillows between my thighs.
Yes.
My thighs, so I'll do
Under your thighs.
and on
Yes.
the side, in between the thighs.
In between your thighs. Yes.
All right.
Now, the reason why I'm asking, what did I say?
People sleeping face down.
Face down. In fact, this is what I want everyone to do on TV land. This is what I want you to do. I want you to turn your head to the right or the left, and I want you to do that for 3 hours. Just one side. Don't go back and forth. Just one side. 3 to 4 hours. Now, if you do that for 3 to 4 hours, you might have a neck strain. And that's what you're doing when you're sleeping face down. Unless you're a massage therapist and you have a hole in the middle of your bed and you can have it straight down.
Yeah, because definitely if you're facing face down, you want to breathe.
Yes.
This is how you're going to sleep.
So you're going to sleep like so.
Yeah,
So automatically you're going to have neck issues. But then also you could possibly have some lower back issues as well. I can't even sleep face down. Once I learned how to do the sleeping on your side and on your back, I used to when I was a kid, before I knew any better, I used to sleep face down. But I can't do it now.
So sleeping correctly is also part of your spine issue.
Exactly. It's very important. And we sleep, 8 hours at least. We should be sleeping. You know, some people 4 hours, 5 hours, but it's a lot of your day sleeping.
Exactly.
So if you're going to sleep, you might as well sleep properly.
If you must sleep, sleep properly.
If you're going to sleep, sleep properly.
Sleep properly.
Yes.
That's it. How do you protect
Very
our
important.
spine, Dr. Cox, from potential injury? Some tips you can give us.
Well,
This is our spine, right?
yes, this is our spine. In fact, let me give a brief overview for people who have not heard me communicate about the spine. Now, when you look at your spine from the front or from the back, there should be a straight line from head to the buttocks. If there's any movement to one side or to the other, that's not good. In the neck region is a bundle of nerves called the brachial plexus. Now that sends information from the neck down through the shoulders, the arms, all the way down to the fingers. So some of the symptoms a person could have would be neck pains, shoulder pains, numbness and tingling down the arms, down to the fingers. This area here is called the lumbar plexus, and that sends information from the low back down through the buttocks, the thighs, knees, calves, down to the toes. So some of the symptoms there would be wasiziawia, or waist pains, buttocks pains, thigh pains, knee pains, numbness and tingling down the legs, down to the toes. It could cause impotence in some men, menstrual problems in some females, as well as bladder problems and things like that. Now, the mid-back area, the nerves here can affect the heart, the lung, the liver, the gallbladder, and so forth, so on. Because a lot of people don't realize that these nerves send information directly to the heart, directly to the lungs, and so forth, so on. So if these vertebrae are out of alignment, it can affect you in so many different ways, and you can't function like you're supposed to. And what I want you to do out here in TV land is to function properly. And one way of functioning properly is working on your posture, exercising, eating the right types of foods, keeping a positive mental attitude, and getting the proper amount of rest. That, along with the chiropractic care, helps us to live a more fulfilling life.
Excellent stuff. I mean, you couldn't have said it any better at all. What adjustments can we make at home or at work to promote spinal health? Little things we can do, tips we can take away.
Okay. Well, at the workplace?
Yes.
All right. Well, let me do this real
Put this
quick.
guy back. He looks good up there.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let me put it back up here.
He's feeling happy up there.
Okay.
All right.
Well, this is something you can do at home.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Some people may have seen this, they may have seen this advertised or whatever.
What is it?
It's like a neck stretcher, a neck massager, a neck stabilizer. Okay. Now, what you do is you lie on your back and you put your neck on this area here. Now, they have different ones in the market. They have one with EVA, which is the worst type to get. So it's grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. So you have to be very careful about the type of neck supports that you get. And when you lie on it, it can be hard. But this one here, as you can feel, is a little softer.
Yeah.
So they have 3 grades. They have EVA, which is a hard plastic like your computer there. You have grade 2, which is a slightly harder than this one here. And then this particular one here is a grade 1.
It's a grade 1.
Which is a softer one. So it's less pressure on your neck, so it won't hurt as much.
So the neck goes here?
Your neck goes in that area there. Now, you'll be lying down when using that.
All right.
You'll be lying down.
And what it
does, it helps to get the curvature back into your neck and also takes some pressure off of the upper back and neck region as well. Now, you don't sleep on it. No, it's not for sleeping.
Okay.
You only would have it for like about 10 minutes.
Okay.
You only have it for like about 10 minutes. Put it up. Some people, it may take them a little longer, so you may want to start off with 5 minutes and then work your way up to 10 minutes. Some people, 15 minutes. They can do it for a longer period of time. But do not sleep with it because you will probably have some discomforts when using it.
Right.
But this is something that you can do at home 10 minutes a day.
Okay.
And we do have that at the spinal clinic as well.
Awesome. What's that little thing on your
This here is called it's actually a lumbar. A lumbar. It's one of these
one of these guys
one of these lower lumbar regions down here. This is the lumbar, this is the thoracic, and this is the sacrum. This here is the spinous process. This is the part that goes in the back area.
Okay, like the tailbone area.
The tailbone area. No, not the tailbone area.
Tailbone is where?
But the tailbone is down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is where? Somewhere here.
Right, exactly. This is somewhere here.
Okay.
Okay, or somewhere here. So this vertebrae here, this is the body, this is the TPs, or the transverse process, and this is the spinous process. A lot of times when a person's vertebrae is out of alignment, it puts pressure on the nerves. So when the vertebrae shifts, like so, this is the spinuses that are here. The transverse process, it connects to the body of the person, like the flesh of the body. So sometimes you'll feel like if you see me palpating a person on the table, you'll see I can feel that one side is higher than the other. And that's the TPs rotated over here, and it's putting pressure on the body there. So when I press in that area, I had a lady she's from the States actually, but she lived in South Africa and here as well. But she had tremendous amount of pains, and I was just pushing on the spinous process, this part right here. I was pushing there, and she thought that I was pushing extra hard. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it hard. So she's like crying on the table because the pain was so crazy. But then after the adjustments, I did the same thing, and the pain reduced. It was not as severe as it was before. So it's very important that you get your spine checked on a regular basis as well. You know, most people want to wait until a problem occurs before they start to do something about it. But unfortunately, when that happens, it's somehow too late sometimes. So we don't want to wait until, I don't know if you've heard this before, but I always say prevention is better than cure.
Big time.
And it's very important. Prevention is definitely better than cure. And one way of preventing it is exercising. You know, you can exercise. You can keep a positive mental attitude. You can get the proper amount of rest. And you're probably wondering, how can a positive mental attitude affect your spine or positively? Now, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to pretend as if you're angry. Pretend like somebody aggravated you so much. And as you did that, you may feel tension. In your traps.
This clench.
Okay? Tension in your traps. And see, right in the trap area, the vertebrae here, and what's around your bones? Muscles and ligaments. And when those bones shift out of alignment, move to the right or move to the left, it puts pressure on that nerve. So T2 nerve sends information directly to the heart. So sometimes when you're angry, your blood pressure goes up and stuff like that.
You become hot.
Exactly. You heat up, but your blood pressure goes up. And that's because also of the vagus nerve as well, that's sending information from the brain to all the internal organs as well. But your heart is both intrinsic as well as extrinsic.
What does that mean?
Meaning that it works with nerves and works without nerves. So let's say I was to take Kafwi's heart out of his body. It will pump for a little while. Boom, 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 boom. But eventually what will happen?
It will just slow down.
It will stop. And the reason why is because there's not enough nerve flow and not enough blood flow going to the heart region. So it's very important that we work on our mental health as well. You know, a lot of times now I think it's a trend now that people talk about mental health, but they don't realize that it can affect you in so many different ways. In fact, I do this test on people at the office. Let me see if can I come over here?
Come on.
Let me come over here.
Should I stand?
No, you can just. Oh, you can if they can't see you. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to hold your finger there as tight as you can. I want you to pretend as if you have $1 million check right there. You know, big money coffee. Okay.
$1 million.
Now I'm going to try to open this up. Okay. Now if I open it, I take the $1 million.
You lie.
Okay. The devil's a liar.
Yeah,
right?
big time. You're not getting my money.
Okay, you did pretty good. That was good. Now let's do the other side. All right, you ready?
All right.
Okay, don't block me though. Okay, you did well. Kafwi, you did well.
I got my money.
You got your money. Yes, you did very
well. But what
well.
normally happens?
Most of the time when people come to my office, they're very weak. When I say weak,
Yeah.
they open it up like
So quickly.
Very quickly.
I exercise, you know.
Now do this.
Yeah.
I want you to do one more.
One more.
No, this is the legs.
I should
Come
stand?
back.
Okay.
I'm giving them a free consultation.
Yeah, free consultation. You pay for it when you go to
Sit
spinal
down.
clinic. Okay, I'll sit down.
Yeah,
Okay,
sit.
all right.
I want you to lift this leg up.
Okay,
Okay. Keep it there. Fine.
okay.
Uh-oh. Okay. Up again. Hold tight. Okay. Now this one here. Hold tight. Okay, that was a little stronger than this one.
Yes.
Did you tell that?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I
it's
want
much
you to do me a favor.
Okay.
Just put your finger right here.
Okay.
Nope, not there.
Yeah,
Right here.
there.
Right here. There you go. Follow that. Now that up. Hold tight. Did you see how much stronger that was?
Yes.
Take your finger off.
Okay.
Okay, hold it there.
It's
See how weak
easier.
that was?
Yeah. So what was happening?
Now you can do one or two things.
Uh-huh.
You can keep your finger there all day long, or I can fix it. Receive it, my brother.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Doctor, I nearly added a reverend to his doctor. Listen, how do we get in touch with you at the Spinal Clinic?
Okay, you can follow my social media handles there on the screen there, but Spinal Clinic Limited at Instagram, at Facebook, and so forth, so on. Also, you can reach us at 0244 837-317.
All right.
Again, the number is 0244-837-317. Now, question or statement.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people are having issues. They may not even have pain in their lower back region, but they may not be functioning the way they're supposed to be functioning. And what I'm trying to do is get people to function the way they're supposed to be functioning. So that, because some people want to exercise, but they
Exactly.
can't exercise.
Yes.
So I want them doing those type of things. Some people want to just be able to work without pain. Some people want to be able to just walk, be able to hold their children, play around, do different things, go out at night.
Yeah.
But they can't do it. So all I want you to do is be able to function properly and also prevent those problems from occurring also.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to say before you go?
Yes, I do.
Take away anything you want to say?
Actually, we are having a promotion.
Okay.
Yeah, and my wife told me, hey, you need to say this before you get off. So I'm glad you asked me that question because I did forget. We're having a 30% off promotion off of our normal prices. So I would recommend if you're going to do it, make sure you do it
now.
ASAP.
Okay.
Because we are having a promotion, and you know, we're trying to just take a little bit of a dent off of people's without them having to spend so much money and get good health. So we're just happy.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dr. Cox, and thank you for the consultation as well.
Oh, no problem.
And the tips that you gave. And if you want to get any more, or if you missed a lot of the tips, just go to our Facebook page and you will see this whole conversation all over again. If you can't, well, in the evening or at night, if you're one of the night owls, you can actually catch a repeat of this entire show around about 10, 11 o'clock. So you do that. Dr. Cox, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Next time, bring the bed. So we do some
I would
sleeping,
do that.
We do some sleeping, correct sleeping posture
Exactly.
and things like that. I really want to do that. Yeah.
No problem.
Okay,
I'll
you take
do
care.
that. You have a nice
Really
day.
good to see you again.
Oh, same here, man.
Yes, indeed. That's our guy, Dr. Brian Cox, CEO of the Spinal Clinic Limited. And you know a little bit more about the chiropractor's practice than you did when we got here at 6:35. Still to come, we are talking about scrapping the tax on sanitary products, scrapping the period tax. So that's a big conversation coming on after headlines. And then Eliza will sit down with Valerie for the dessert side of things on the breakfast show. There's the social media corner that is coming up around 7:15. And ahead of that, Maltiti Saida Sadiq, I don't know how much exercise she does. She will confess when she comes to do the sports news. You stick around. Let me sit well.